Alright, so my problem is I've got the directional lights coming off the front fenders will not illuminate if I have the bulbs installed on the two lights on the grill. If I take the bulbs out, I get power to these. If I put the bulb back in, I get no power. My understanding is that this harness, which feeds all of these front four directionals and marker lights, that in some way this bulb is a ground for that, and that light, maybe not bulb, but that light is a ground for this. And so I'm checking the grounds that I can find inside here, doing some resistance check, and I'm doing that by got my negative lead on my multimeter on the negative terminal of the battery. I'm set up for a resistance test, and I know I've got one on the firewall here. If I touch the terminal to the post, or the lead to the post, I get continuity there. Just drop my multimeter down into the engine. Same with this one. I'm getting continuity there. If I go, hard to see, but if I go down here to the ground on the battery, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Right, and I get continuity there. So if I take this back out, come around to the lights themselves, and this is a little tricky to see. Even if I come down to those two terminals, because these have a two-stage light, and I touch them, come on camera. And so got myself rearranged here to try to give a better view, but when you look into the cup that holds the markers on the front of the Jeep, you get these light little buckets that have the socket, and then inside there's these two points, because these light bulbs have two connectors, and I think that's because they have a running light, and then when you put the directional on, it gets brighter, so there's like a low voltage and a high voltage. And I'm still hooked up to my negative terminal on the battery posts and checking for continuity here. On both of these, I get it. And the same works if I feed the little point on the multimeter into the wiring harness. And so it works. I think I've got continuity all the way to here. What I don't understand is when I mount the bulb, I lose continuity to the side markers. When I disconnect the bulbs, they come right off.